Hi guys, I'm Pooja from Alek Art and Architecture. I'm also the video producer at Home Banao. So today we are here at Floor Show to explore all the laminated wooden flooring options. I will tell you the advantages, disadvantages and also the uses of these laminates. So let's get straight into the video.
So the first type is called laminate wood floors. I mean, it's basically a photographic applique of wood. Simple terms, it's a picture of wood printed on paper and stuck on a HDF board. So HDF is basically high density fiber board. So this is something that looks like wood but is not exactly wood. One of the biggest advantages of this is it's modular. So suppose you want to change your flooring, say after about 7-8 years, you can just remove this as it is, lay it in another room and change your flooring for that specific area which you guys want to change the interiors for.
So, what's the wear and tear like? How long will it last once we've installed?
Typically, a laminate floor, gets a warranty of about 12 to 15 years. And that's the warranty that we extend. But I'm not saying that it will only last 15 years. It will definitely, outlast it. It all depends on how you maintain it, and we provide, our clients with like a maintenance manual to show you the do's and don'ts. If you spill something, what to do, what not to do. Small things that basically contribute to the performance of not only your laminate but any kind of flooring that you put in terms of a wood floor. So in laminate, you basically have something called an abrasion class. That's an AC class. For flooring, it's basically the amount of footfall it can take. So you have AC3, AC4, AC5, and you also have AC6. AC3 is from light residential. It's mainly for residential use. That means that it's a flooring that is apt for a residential interior.
Okay.
Then you have AC4, which is for heavy commercial use, and AC5, which is like for extremely high traffic areas like common areas in malls or a retail store or cafeteria areas in like multinational companies.
Right.
So there are different abrasion classes which which you can choose from. We start at AC3 and go up to AC5, but an AC3 and AC4 for a residential use is not a problem at all. It's a good option for residential. You don't need to go AC5, AC6 and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what will be a price range for something like this for AC3, AC4?
So we retail starts at about 105 up to about 290 depending on per square foot.
Per square.
Depending on the type of color, the type of design, or the type of texture. So there are a lot of factors that contribute to the price of a laminate. It's just not the abrasion class. Yeah, that's basically it with the laminate flooring.
Okay.
And
So we have a few more options also in laminate flooring, right? So these, I understand that you don't have a texture feel.
you do. I mean, a few have texture. This is basically a cross-grain pattern. And this is inspired from, say, a kind of wood floor that these guys have tried to replicate.
Okay.
You have different types of textures. You have a matte finish, you have a gloss, you have a wire brushed finish. So see, the whole idea of a laminate floor is to come closer to real wood as much as possible.
Right.
So in terms of, say, innovation of the product itself, I think laminate flooring is about 18 to 20 years probably in the Indian market. And innovation in terms of the technical product there is not much, but in terms of design and coming closer to the real wood look and feel has gone a huge length. And that's what factories all around the world are improvising upon. So there's certain laminate floors that even if you put on the floor, they look exactly like a hardwood.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'll show you a lot of that. You have different color options, different textures, different size options, different thicknesses. So typically laminate floors start at about 8 mm and go up to 12 mm.
Okay.
And the prerequisite for a laminate floor is you need a flat, smooth surface where you install this on.
Okay.
Has to be free of any kind of undulations, any kind of moisture. has to be free of those things. And what goes underneath is just a simple foam,
Okay.
so better sound insulation, and a PVC sheet
Okay.
to help serve as a moisture barrier.
So, what about some people suggest that we have a thin layer of ply also along with laminate
See,
flooring?
ply basically, so ply comes in where your floor is undulated.
Okay.
That is when ply helps install this kind of flooring, but for a laminate it's not necessary
Okay.
because the installation is a modular, it's a tongue and groove kind of installation. So you don't need ply for a laminate. If you have a heavily undulated floor, my first suggestion would be first to level that floor rather than put ply,
Okay.
and just do the laminate directly on top of that.
Okay. Perfect.
So you don't need any kind of plywood, there's no sticking involved, there is no gluing down. Suppose you have, say, marble as your subfloor, and you guys don't want to damage the marble. You can always install this,
Okay.
use it however long you want or however long you enjoy it for, and when you're bored of it, just remove it and use the marble. There are about 650 options to choose from, and we basically don't categorize the laminate in terms of texture, in terms of design as such.
Okay.
Mainly because we would like the customer to see everything that we have, and what we always believe is that a second look at something, you tend to like it more. So that's why we just mix up everything intentionally, so that like if you see this and this, I mean it's nowhere close. This is a distressed finish, and this is your 3-ply plank finish. So, but we always like to keep these kind of floorings together and mix it up, so that if it's there in your subconscious mind, and if you really like it, then a second look at it, you'll just point your finger and say that I like this, take it out as an option.
So, in our laminate flooring options, can we combine multiple colors or panels or textures?
Yeah, you can. We've done a lot of sites like that where we used 2 different colors of wood and installed it as the same in one common area. But the only limitation in that is that it has to be of the same size, plank width, the same locking system.
Okay.
Then you can do it.
Okay.
If it's not the same lock, because every factory which manufactures laminate wood flooring has their own locking system.
Okay.
And there are minor differences between each of them. So suppose you would ask me to combine these two.
Right.
It would be very difficult because this locking system is slightly different than this. So if it's the same range from the factory, or the same size, same width, same thickness, and also the same locking system, then it's possible. So these are basically chevron.
Okay.
Chevron is also known as fishbone. Because if you see the pattern, it kind of looks like the bone structure of a fish, and these joints basically meet at a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
So you have these kind of patterns also available in laminate, and you have different color options as well.
Okay.
These are just actually picking up in vogue right now in the interiors and stuff, and a lot of people are looking for these patterns because of Pinterest and social media, because they're becoming famous now.
Correct.
Although they had come out about 4-5 years back, now it's picking up slowly in India.
Yeah, they also look very rich and give a very elegant look to the space. In fact, a lot of projects I have seen these patterns being used on door panels and.
Definitely. So that's another thing with laminate. It has a lot of multiple uses besides flooring.
Okay.
You can use it as wall cladding. You can use it as ceiling cladding. You can use it on doors. You can use it on your table furniture. You can use it. There are multiple uses. You can create boxes with it, planters with it. Lateral uses is what we call them, where they're not used for flooring, but other things like, as I mentioned, tabletops. Some people even use it as planters. Some people use it as waste paper bins as well, like in showrooms and stuff. Like they create this kind of
Nice. So we have wooden flooring becoming a more flexible material.
It's very flexible, very flexible. So this is again another chevron.
So this is again in our distressed kind of.
Distressed, yeah. And then you have, your oaks, light oak or dark oak. You have a greyish one which works really well. Grey charcoals are, very much in vogue right now. A lot of people like them to be used as flooring and stuff. So we have a lot of options available in those color palettes. So this is a typical herringbone floor. Now, and these are the options that are available in laminate. You have a number of colors ranging from oaks to walnuts to teaks to distressed kind of finishes as well. And what you see different from a chevron is that this meets at a 90-degree angle. So a lot of people confuse a chevron flooring with the herringbone.
Right.
Yeah, so this is a 90-degree and that is a 45-degree. That's the only difference between the two. And you have multiple, colors, shades, different types of finishes, different textured ones as well.
Mm-hmm. So, Ali, what are the patterns that are typically used in India for
Typically,
wooden flooring?
there are three types.
Okay.
One is your overlay, which is your normal brick pattern.
Okay.
The second is your chevron, and the third is herringbone, and that's it. You do have more patterns, like you have something called a basket weave, you have tiled floors, tiled formats and stuff like that, but it's really not a product that has still matured into the Indian market as yet.
So, this is herringbone with laminate, is it?
Yeah, this is a laminate flooring in a herringbone pattern.
So, we can have herringbone pattern in even the other like engineered boards.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah.
okay.
So guys, this is all about laminated wooden floorings, and if you would like to know about more options of wooden flooring, please do check out our full interview where we've stated all the wooden flooring options and their prices and also their advantages and disadvantages. If you've liked our video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and family, and please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that yet. Thank you.